Hey y'all, Rig Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers House, Punchwally Garage and Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? You alright? Today is Monday, January 22nd, 2024, year of our Lord. This is season number 2, episode number 22. In today's episode, we will cover Jayne Mansfield, Raquel Welch, and Do It in the Mud. Let's go. In my life, the 366 Project, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1973. So, I touched on it a little bit yesterday. My brother and I grew up in a neighborhood with some guys our age that also loved motorcycles. Those guys were Lips Wilson, which is Jim Lippy Wilson, Jimmy Hicks, David Allen, Jimmy Nelson, Greg Brown, and even John Ballinger. We loved to ride. We're all 15, 16, 17 years old, and there was some trails at the end of Rock Island Road going west, and there were hundreds, if not thousands of miles of trails at Rock Island crossover into 360. We loved going out there. We would spend as much time as we could out there. And there would be 1,000 other people out there. One of my proudest achievements was where you would park at Rock Island, this big flat spot. They had this bowl. And I would go down the bowl and I'd come up the bowl doing a wheelie with the peace sign. I learned to do that, and I was so proud. You know, I remember going out there many times with my brother, and Lippy and Hicks and David Allen and us would go out there, and we would ride till we were so tired. We would stay up late on Fridays and strip our street bikes down to be more like dirt bikes. We'd even take the headlight off and put a number plate on there. So at that point, they weren't street legal, so when we would kind of blast through the neighborhood, it was probably 3 or 4 miles from our house to the trails, and we would go through the neighborhoods, and we would sit on the bike, and we would do our leg like this, like we were, not riding, we were pushing. We weren't pushing. There was not far from the trails, and the trails ran up to it, was an American Airlines facility, maintenance facility, and they had a break room in there. So I remember one time me and Rand, and I don't remember who else was with us. I think Lips Wilson was with us. And we went into the break room, and they had sandwiches and Cokes and all that. And we just, it was vending machines, so you paid for it. But we sat around there in our muddy boots. And when it rained out there at Rock Island in 360, it just made it that much better. I mean, it was just unbelievable. A bunch of boys out in the woods, riding around in the dirt and the mud, can't get in much trouble. Let's check that chuck. And the reason I wanted to address it again today on a deeper scale was because it was such an important part of my life and my brother's life and our buddies' lives. Okay, let's check that chuck. What you got there? Woo! Hey, look at that. It's purple, man. What do you got there? Well, you've got some purple high-top Chuck Taylor. The medallion is white and black. 2 vent hose, dirty white toe, dirty white sew, 2 black racing stripes, bright purple shoestrings, 1 eye down, double knotted for safety. See, you double knot them so you don't trip over them, see? These are, and they truly are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome chucks. Okay, got that. Southern slang, hush your mouth. That means shut up. My mom would say, she tried never to say shut up. She'd say, hush your mouth. Hush your mouth, boy. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Dad joke, in America there are 2 classes of travel. First class and with children. That's true. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Watch, listen close to this because it's true. Watch your actions because they can become habits. Watch your habits because they can become your character. What does that mean, Mr. Fairless? Heavy on that mister. That means everything you do reflects upon yourself. So if you think you're cute, you think you're funny, and you want to tease people, then that's you. You're that guy. Nobody will take you seriously if you're that guy. But if you're a guy that does what he says, and he's not too much of a minx, and he has good actions, that will lead to good character. It's okay to be funny and goofy and all that. Lord knows I am. But at the end of the day, your character is what defines you. Don't mess around with your character. Strokers Dallas merch, merch.com. Check out our clothes for sale. Shot glasses for sale. I got a shot glass around here somewhere. Right here. Everybody likes shot glasses. You know, my pop used to collect shot glasses. So check it out. We have all kinds of things on there. And I'm going to leave you with this. This will change the way you look at things. Gilligan's Island. Oh, we all know it so well. But did you know that Jerry Van Dyke, from My Mother the Car, Jerry Van Dyke was offered the part of Gilligan, and he turned it down. Did you know that Carol O'Connor turned down the role as the skipper? Yes, Archie Bunker could have been the skipper. Dabney Coleman auditioned for the professor. Here's the mind-blowing part. In Gilligan's Island, Jayne Mansfield read for the part of Ginger, and Raquel Welch, in my opinion, the most beautiful woman on the planet, read for the part of Mary Ann. Hold on, let me get this right. So, Ginger and Mary Ann could have been Jayne Mansfield and Raquel Welch. Sign me up for that show. I'm watching that show. Jerry Van Dyke could have been Gilligan. Carol O'Connor could have been the skipper. Dabney Coleman could have been the professor. Wow, that's a completely different looking show. And I did not know that until I did my minutes-long research. Okay, Rick Fairless. Strokers Dallas, I gotta go. You got to hush your mouth and come see me. All right, I gotta go. Love you, bye. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.